I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. My name is Sheree Walls, and I have chose this path to become a teacher to impact the generation lives. I want to be that positive beacon. Growing up in a predominantly black school, there has been a lot of beacons, a lot of people to guide us in the right direction, and I praise them and I look up to them. So one thing that I want to do is I want to be that next support system for the next generation. An effective learning environment not only sparks a child's cognitive growth, but also emotional growth. Um, Empathy is more than an ability to understand, but transcend the learning atmosphere, because now I'm able to understand and identify which learning style suits every personality in the classroom. I want to be able to pinpoint every weakness my students have, every positive thing that my students portray. I want to be able to pinpoint everything about each student individually. Not everything is in a black and white, so being understanding can play a role in the learning process. Being patient and being empathetic to understand that people go through things and people have different ways of thinking. So being understanding and being, open with your thoughts, and being able to talk to your students, and basically being able to have that bond with your student. Being patient and being empathetic to understand that people go through things, and their way are different in thinking. You have to remember, people will not remember you by what you said again, and they won't remember you by what they did, but how you made them feel. And I feel like that's the traits of being a good teacher. I know I have my notes right here, so that's what I'm looking at. But again, with being a good teacher, with me, I just want to be able to be that role model to them. Again, I'm very empathetic. I'm an understanding person. Also, my weakness, I would say my weakness is, my weakness would be, again, being overwhelmed, getting overwhelmed with, carrying the next person's, baggage. I want to be able to help every student, and I got to be able to understand that I can only help but so much, and I can give them the knowledge that I know, and not be overwhelmed thinking I'm not doing my job as a teacher. So that's my weakness. I got to know that I got to be basically calm when it comes down to teaching, and not being overwhelmed with everything that's been thrown at me. But again, my quote again was from Maya Angelou, and it reads, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." So I want to be able to make that impact on the next generation. I want to make them feel good walking across the stage with their diploma.